Hello and welcome. Today we're going to go over some builds. We're going to see how they work in Heroic Hogger because Heroic Reaper won't be around too much longer. That will end on the 6th of November, so 5 days from now. That will be gone. So we are going to focus back in on Hogger's Revenge Heroic to try and see what builds work there, what doesn't work. I've got a few characters here. You can see they're all max XP for right now. So I've got an agility build, an intelligence build, and a strength build that we're going to try, see what works, talk about how to build characters. I don't know if what I'm doing is anywhere near the best or anywhere near optimal, but we're going to see what works. So for the first character, we have an agility build. We are rocking the Reaper's Carver, which is very nice for agility and for strength. Got some luck on there. And we've got a regular old Boo Linen, so not the greatest armor, but it's got agility and luck, a little bit of hit chance from the intelligence, so can't complain about that. As far as stat allocation goes, we've got 31 points in agility, 4 in charm, giving us 50 total agility and 4 total charm. So we'd really like to get a better armor piece that gives some charm, but we've got what we've got. That's what I've been trying to do. You're going to see that as a theme in most of my characters, is trying to get 50 in the main stat and then go into a secondary and tertiary stat. Hopefully once we get some more levels, once we get to level 7 and 8, we'll be able to put some more into secondary and tertiary stats. So for agility, I'm using agility as the main stat, charm is secondary, wisdom is tertiary. Possibly luck as a side stat as well, but normally it seems like you're able to get from most of the agility weapons and armor, you're able to get luck, so I've got 13 luck just from that. So I don't think I'll need to put any stat points into luck by itself. I think that should be covered mostly by weapons and armor, though some people have been going agility with luck as the secondary, and that seems to be working out well for them with really large crits. But I personally prefer charm. I want to go for that high evade chance and see if that works. But we'll take this into Heroic Hogger and see how he treats us. I have not tried Heroic Hogger at all since Reaper came out, so let's see if it got any easier or any harder at level 6 with some of the Reaper's weapons and armor. Alright. Ooh, nice little crit there. Kind of seems like a low roll on the crit, 44. But nice to see it crit all the same. 21 damage base. And there's I think that's a 36. And then we get crit. Ooh, very low roll on the damage there, it seems like. Though Hogger might have much higher resistances. There's a 76 crit. Nice to see. Now we just need one more hit. That should be it. There we go. So that's a win. Oh, blind spell rune. Nice. That is the first spell rune that I have gotten on any of my characters. So that is very nice to see. Love to see it. These, for those that don't know, these spell runes will be used in the future. They don't currently do anything. You can see +0 charm, but when Stats 3.0 rolls out, I believe the plan is for these to be able to use to cast spells in battle and different abilities. So this one is blind. I can imagine that will probably lower the accuracy of your opponent. So that seems like it will be pretty decent. I can't wait to use it. But we will... that seemed like a fairly close battle. Seems like I could have definitely lost pretty easily to Heroic Hogger. But we did manage to pull out the win, so it is possible with 50 agility and a little bit of charm and a little bit of luck to get the win. Obviously, this character does have one of the best weapons, so it might not be the easiest to duplicate, but Wakizashi gives pretty good agility, and it also gives wisdom and charm, so you'll lose out a little bit on luck, but Wakizashi is pretty good and pretty common to get. Also, the flail, I think. Yeah, the flail has pretty good stats too for it. If you manage to get anything from the normal Reaper, you may be able to go for this type of a build. Obviously, agility builds are pretty difficult to go for right now. If you don't already have a Gen 1 or Gen 2 character as you're building up a Gen 3, until we're able to pay to reset stats, it's a little bit difficult because you kind of need the later weapons and armor with agility stats in order to really build an agility character, but you won't have those from normal Hogger. So it kind of it's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what the next dungeons come out and what drops they have, and if you're able to get some earlier, if there's ever another early game dungeon that you're able to get all different types of equipment, I'd love to see that, but we'll see what happens. Either way, I'm sure there's going to be some awesome content coming out pretty quick. So this is the intelligence character we'll go on to next. And he's rocking a Crusader's Cloak with 11 intelligence, 7 strength going mostly to waste, but 5 wisdom, 2 charm, nice to see. And then a Heroic Wizard's Wand with a pretty high roll on wisdom. Got 6 charm there as well, 12 intelligence. So for overall stats, we've got 28 points put into intelligence, giving us 51 total, and 28 points overall in wisdom, with 7 of those coming from stat points. And then we also have 8 charm, which is nice. Next level, I'd love to put another couple of points into charm, get it to 10. It seems like 10 charm seems to work pretty well. So I'll be shooting for that, and then probably some more points into wisdom. Maybe put a few points into luck since it's at 0, and having that first strike is kind of nice. But we'll see how Intelligence Wisdom character fares now against Heroic Hogger. It's kind of nice with Reaper being out that Reaper is right on the first floor, and a lot of times you spawn right next to him. You don't have all of this walking around waiting to get to the boss. But Hogger isn't too far away. The only dungeon that's really rough with the walking is Memento Mori. So love all of these dungeons. Alright, let's see. Hey, starting off right away with a crit. Love to see it. Not a great chance of that happening on this character, but love to see hitting those 1 or 2% crit chance and getting a bit of extra damage in. Should be hitting pretty often with all of the wisdom this character has. And that does seem to be the case. We're hitting a lot more often than we were with the agility character. And seems like a pretty easy victory. Oh, Bash spell rune. Back-to-back spell runes. Wow. I've probably done about, between these characters and the characters that I've sold before, I've probably done 150 to 200 Heroic Hoggers at this point. And that was my first ever spell rune. This is my second ever spell rune. So lovely to see him back to back. This is some insane luck today. I'm going to have to keep doing runs on while I'm recording a video because that seems to be what brings the luck. But this is the Bash spell rune, so I'd imagine that's going to be maybe a maybe smack them, do a bit of extra damage, maybe stun them for a turn or something along those lines. It's all speculation to this point, but can't wait to see what that does. Now we'll go on to the strength character, which I think is the weakest of the builds that I have so far, mostly because of the items on it. This is as 10 strength, 7 intelligence, 4 wisdom. Love the strength and wisdom, obviously, on the weapon. Those 7 intelligence goes partly to waste, gives us a bit of hit chance, so can't hate on it too much. But we've got a Crusader's Cloak with excellent rolls from Heroic, 13, 14, 6, 2. The intelligence, obviously, again, goes mostly to waste, but give us a little bit of hit chance. Can't hate on it too much. It's great rolls for a Crusader's Cloak and gives us a bit of flexibility if we ever wanted to go intelligence on this character. We've got great armor for that as well. so it can switch things up. But as far as stat points, we put 27 into strength, giving us 50 overall, 5 into wisdom to bring us to 15, 3 into charm to bring it up to 5. Give us a little bit of evade chance, hopefully get some lucky dodges and not die quite as easily. But we'll take this into Heroic Hogger as well, and see what we're capable of doing with a strength build. This character has lost at level 6 a couple of times to normal Reaper, so I'm expecting it to likely lose against Heroic Hogger, but we'll see if we can get some luck going here. I'd love to have next level just dump everything probably into Wisdom, get some better hit chance, because it feels like this character misses quite a bit. Of course I say that, now watch it just hit all the time now that I said that, but... There's the misses coming in. Yeah, only 15 wisdom on this guy, so I definitely want to get some more once we're able to hit level 7. And hopefully get a bit better odds at beating some of these. But we get a win against Heroic Hogger. We get a Sledgehammer, so we'll go ahead and check the stats on that. 10.5.4, not as good as the 10.7.4, so would be a downgrade, gonna leave it. I do also have this Heroic Hollowed Axe, which has a little bit more strength, but I don't think it's worth it, because this is a strength, intelligence, agility weapon. I think I'd rather keep the 4 wisdom than gain 6 agility, just because the damage and the little bit of health you get don't really stack. So I'd just be getting, what stat would it be off of agility? I'd just be getting a little bit of crit chance and crit. No, I don't know if that stacks. I'm not really sure on agility. Somebody will have to answer that if they know. But I think we'd definitely get the evade chance off of agility if we took that. So maybe it's worth it to upgrade, get those 2 extra points of strength, lose out on a little bit of wisdom, lose out on a little bit of intelligence to gain some agility. Not really sure. I'm going to stick with the Sledgehammer for now on this character. Looking around at other characters, this character has lost quite a bit to normal Reaper and Heroic Reaper, with 42 in agility and 25 in charm. I've kind of, with the rest of my characters, have been sticking to a cap of about 10 charm, and not putting a lot of points into it, because it doesn't seem like going heavier into charm really does much. It doesn't seem like this character dodges more often than this character does. It kind of seems like this white elf dodges just as often with 4 charm as this dark elf does with 25 charm. It seems pretty similar, so I'll probably be dumping all points into agility in the next level on this character. So... And he's rocking a Wakizashi with okay rolls, got some agility, and a Heroic Trickster's Tunic, which is a nice upgrade. So love the Trickster's Tunic for the agility build. This character is also my Gen 1 has been getting absolutely destroyed by Reaper. Had to do normal Hogger to get him to max XP because he could not handle normal Reaper even. With this strength build, running a Copper Mail and a Hollowed Axe, with 44 overall strength and 13 wisdom. That's the big one, is I've got 13 stat points put into wisdom, and those are the only ones, none on his weapon or armor, so hopefully he can at some point get a either a Crusader's Cloak or something to get a little bit of wisdom on there, a better weapon maybe. That has a little bit of something other than strength, intelligence, and agility. But this guy's been struggling, so hopefully find some upgrades for him at some point. But those are some builds that don't work with those two. And it seems like it's been working out pretty well with going straight to 50 and then starting to invest in secondary and tertiary stats. Seems to be the strategy that's working for me. Not sure if it's the best, but as you can see, it went 3 for 3 with 3 different builds against Heroic Hogger. So it can win for sure, and it's something to look into if you're trying to build out a character and trying to beat Heroic Hogger. Other than that, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're notified of any future videos. And I will see you then.